Welcome back to the channel. So I want to show you my collection of Seikos. I've got a Seiko SKX007 here. I've got the Seiko Marine Master, newest version, SLA 021. Then I have a 1975 Seiko Willard 6105. And then we have a modern day made in Japan JDM turtle, okay? Both of these are on Uncle Seiko straps, and of course these are on their original bracelets. Now, Seiko, great brand. I love Seiko. I think they're amazing. They do, wonderful timepieces. Some really inexpensive, some real high end. Of course, getting into like the M300 or even into Grand Seiko. They can do it all, okay, and they have proven that, okay. You have some brands like Swiss brands that only make luxury timepieces, and that's all they make. Seiko has been around so long, and they have all the knowledge and know-how to build, affordable all the way up to high end. So if you like Seiko or you don't like Seiko, it's totally up to you. It's if you don't like Seiko, you probably shouldn't be watching this video, but I just wanted to show you the ones that I have in my collection, and it shows, the most inexpensive, to, more high end, which honestly, this is a contender to many Swiss luxury timepieces, probably better, honestly, with finishing and everything else on the MM300 to, their vintage, and of course, their modern interpretation of their vintage watch. But, let's do the SKX here. So this thing's been around for a long time, since the 90s, I believe. It's just a staple in most watch collectors' collection, and for good reason. Very nice price point, a couple $100. They are discontinued from what I understand, so their prices have gone up just a little bit, I believe. This one is made in Japan, so this is a J version. Even at this price point, very nice polishing, very nice brushwork. This one has decent bezel alignment, and not all of them do. So that's another thing is when you look at Seiko, if you buy, lower end, even high end, you're gonna not always get good bezel alignment, but that there isn't so bad. Very nice lume. You don't have a hacking movement. This is the 7S26, I believe, movement. You do have actually no hand winding, no hacking, but you have that magic lever system, which is very efficient and winds it very well, okay? And you do have the day and date, all right? So that's very nice. And we'll do a lume shot at the end, but that's this is a pretty much a, I don't know, a very iconic Seiko. It's been around for a long time, and everyone looks for these things. And I can't believe they discontinued them. It's too bad. Anyway, and let's go to the turtle real quick. The turtle, this is the newest version, and I can't remember the model number. It's like an SRP 777, but this is a JDM model, so I'm not sure of what model number it is. But this is a very good watch. This thing is actually more accurate than all these on the table, even the MM300. This is using the 4R36, 21,600 vibrations per hour, which this one and also that one I believe is as well, or it might even have a lower beat rate, maybe 19,000, I'm not sure. But this one is a 28,800 vibrations per hour, higher end 8L35 movement. But this watch, this turtle, is actually the most accurate on the table. It's like 1 second a day. It doesn't matter when I pick it up to use it. I try to keep all of them running all the time, but this thing's always within a second of the actual time on my cell phone. So that's really good. And I just got lucky. And another way I got lucky is the bezel alignment is perfect. I've never had another Seiko with this kind of bezel alignment. If you look at this, it is just the perfect. And it just clicks right in. And look at that. There's no back play, nothing, and it's lined up. That's amazing. I really, this is one I can never get rid of, because this is what I always complain about with Seiko is they never get that right. They never get the bezel alignment right. Their accuracy is all over the place. So this watch is perfect, okay? And it's on an Uncle Seiko strap. Very nice. This one's the GL831US. So this is, I think, a remake of something they had back in the 80s. Very nice. I like Uncle Seiko and what they do. The Marine Master 300, beautiful watch. And when we talk about bezel alignment on a higher end movement or a higher end Seiko watch, you'll see right now. Yeah, it's close. It lines up somewhat, but it's just skewed a hair. This is a $2,500 to $3,000 watch. So why it's that way, I have no idea. But that's Seiko. That's what they do. But their finishing is just amazing. This is Zaratsu polishing. This watch is like brand new still. It's in really good condition. I wear it quite a bit, but I try to be very careful with it because I do not want to scratch that polishing because I do not want to mess it up. It just looks beautiful. It looks too good. I really think that their polishing and everything is going to be better than a lot of Swiss brands, probably most Swiss brands. It definitely is close to how Rolex does theirs. I mean, look at that mirror finish. It's just amazing. But this is a great watch. I think this is probably the best Seiko made. I think it's better than even some Grand Seikos. I would rather have this Seiko badge than a Grand Seiko because it's a Seiko. And you have the 8L35 movement, high beat rate, 28,800 vibrations per hour, beautiful silver date wheel. This is a great watch. Amazing watch. Okay. I really like it. Ceramic bezel insert. Very, very nice. Let's put this down. Of course, that's made in Japan. 6105. This one's 1975. That's been serviced. Watch movement is serviced. Everything else all original and untouched. It has the original pin and locking system in here. That all works. A lot of these, they don't work. I'm not sure if it's water resistant. I'm not going to go try. But this is a very nice watch. Nice movement. It still has lume. You actually hit it with a light and it still glows for a little while. So that's amazing for something from 1975. But for being serviced and everything, this is a pretty nice watch. Good condition. And I really like the Willard. I think this is probably the most iconic Seiko ever made. It was an Apocalypse Now. This was also, I'm not sure of the name. I should have researched this first, but there was a Japanese man that traveled. I don't know where he was, but this is like an explorer watch. And you guys can probably put it in the notes below. It's on the tip of my tongue of his name, but I just can't think of it right now. But this is a great watch with huge amounts of history. And it's just beautiful. And this one's in very good condition for its age. And it's all original, okay? The sizing, these things are pretty close. This one here on the Turtle is a 45. I think this is also a 45 or a 44. So they wear very close, very similar the way they wear. This is more of a Turtle case. This kind of flares out a little bit more here. But the DNA from this is definitely here, and it looks good. I really like the way both these watches wear and look, okay? Very highly sought after here on the 6105. But let's lume them up. I'm going to show you the lume. You guys can check that out as well. But these are some great Seikos that I think everyone would like to see. So I thought, you know what, I'll do a video of these four because these are all pretty important in their own right. Pretty significant in the Seiko history here. So, okay, I think they're probably loomed up pretty well. Let me kill the lights. You guys can see this. Okay, yeah, so there we go. So even this, it still has some lume. You see that? And it's not going to last very long. It's going to go, I don't know, maybe a couple minutes, something like that. But that's not bad from 1975. Here it is up against the Turtle. Turtle is super bright, of course. A torch. That's why I love Seiko so much. They just have great lume. Here is the Marine Master, which is probably the best lume. The best lume. Look at that. Wow. Just amazing. Looks really good. And then here is the Seiko SKX. Decent lume. Here's them together side by side. But even for $200 watch or $200 to $300, that's still very good lume. Like I said, $2,500 on the Marine Master, somewhere in that range. So there you have it, guys. I just want to kind of show you, you know, the differences and them side by side, so you guys can, you know, if you're wanting to purchase one of these or something, you know, if you have any questions or anything, reach out. But you get kind of a, because I think this is a 42 millimeter. This is a 44. So if you look at them side by side, and this Marine Master really doesn't wear like a 44, and the tip to tip on this is a 50, a little over 50. This is a 47, I think. So very nice. And they're very they both wear really nice. In fact, I'm gonna put them on the wrist real quick. I know this is becoming a long video, but I'll throw it on the wrist anyway, so you guys kind of get the idea. So here's the Marine Master. We'll do that one first. And the bracelet on the Marine Master is very cool too. But see, there it is on my 7 1/4 to close to 7 1/2 when it swells up wrist. But very nice. It wears real nice. Not too big, not overpowering at all. Some people think, oh God, that thing's too big. That's a huge watch. No, not really. Not compared to others. In fact, I have a Breitling that is bigger than this. So this actually wears better than the Breitling, and the Breitling's a 42. So I should do a versus video on that one as well. But let me put on the SKX so you guys get an idea of how that one wears real quick. Okay. All right. Yeah, so this one's pretty comfortable, 42 and 48, I believe, lug to lug, right around there. So, and you know, I mean, fits about almost as tall as the Marine Master. So if you're really debating between the two and how they wear, Marine Master is not hard to wear at all. Okay, this one's very comfortable because of the Jubilee. So is the Marine Master. That's a comfortable bracelet as well. And let me show you, so you guys get an idea too of how these turtles wear. So the 6105, especially on this Uncle Seiko strap, this is a winner for sure. Very nice. Fits me very good. So this is much wider. I think it's like a 47 tip to tip or so, somewhere right around there. But the side to side profile is where it gets you. And it's not too thick, pretty slim. So it wears nicely. Wears very nice. And that's gonna wear pretty much like this turtle here. In fact, I think this turtle wears a little bit smaller than the 6105. So let's do that so you guys have an idea of how that wears. Yeah, see, it actually wears a little bit smaller than the 6105. Much smaller. Just feels better. Honestly, it feels better on the wrist than the 6105, but still very nice. So if you don't want to spend the money for 6105 and you want a good watch, buy the JDM. Costs you $400 to $500. Hopefully you get good bezel alignment like I did and good accuracy, but this is a great watch. So anyway, guys, there you have it. This is my Seiko watch collection as of right now. What are we? June 13th or June 14th, 2020. Still in the pandemic. So anyway, guys, there you have it. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.